Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I'm here to do my March layout shares. A pretty decent pile going on here. I'm going backwards, so this is the very last layout I posted in the month, and it'll go down to the first. It's just the way I accidentally layered them in. So this is for the last episode of Lift and Sketch, and this is the giveaway sketch. So Christina Sorge created a beautiful sketch for us to use, and you have until April 28th to play along and let us know that you've played. Either tag us, put it in our YouTube for this video that you've done something, Instagram, however you can get a hold of us to let us know. Make sure we responded to you, and then we're going to announce 2 winners on International Scrapbooking Day for a mini kit from Christina from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. So pretty fun. I did mine. I just followed kind of the paper layerings that she had done. I loved that. I did 1 photo instead of 2, and I just like it. I documented how Sean and Jackson, and this is where they end up every single night. It's their nighttime routine. Jackson watches a show to unwind before bed, and sometimes he wants Sean right there with him, watching with him. Sometimes he just wants him in the room. This was one of those nights, so Sean's just on his phone, and I love this photo. It's just so very them, and I was using my beautiful collection. So this is the Good Vibes collection from Crate Paper that I received from Memory Lane Scrapbooking. This is when I was a guest designer. I received this kit, this collection, and I love it. I still am going through it, so it's beautiful, and I was so excited to get another layout used up with it. I'm determined to use up the whole collection because I just love it so much. And here is the one for Twisted Sketches. This is the twist part of Twisted Sketches. This is the new series I'm doing with Lisa, who's Pink Glitter Scrapper, and I love how this turned out. I thought it was so neat and kind of funky and different and definitely twisted. So the original sketch would be, you'll see it down because I did do it, but the original sketch was right in the middle, like here, and it was tall with the banners and everything, and I basically kind of like took it, cut it in half, and then rotated this one, and slid this one over. And I love it. 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 And so it's the mirror image of each other, and then the same with the circle. And I just documented my kids and the pumpkins this year and how they're my darling little pumpkins. I'll probably, I have some journaling here. I just don't know what I'm going to say. I'm going to do another layout, which I talked about in my process video. Jackson got to carve his own pumpkin this year, so that will be its own story. But this one is just, they're so cute. And I'll have to document it being Nora's first pumpkin. So I've got a couple more layouts to do about it, but this one was just kind of the extra photos that worked perfectly with the color wash collection from Paper House Productions. And here is my layout for Crafty Maven Getaway this month, and it was a beautiful mood board full of green and pinks and just beautiful bright colors, basically everything in this frame. And I went ahead and just kind of played. I had some beautiful triangles I was playing with. That was kind of the start of my layout, and then it just layered things on. This layering here, if you are part of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, you would have seen that in my video for the March scrap party. So this is how I was able to use that that layering onto a layout, just in case you were wondering and seen that. I did a tiny bit of tone on tone mixed media, and this is documenting my daughter being 4 months old, and I love this crown on top of her head. I think that's just so cute and playful and not something I would normally do, so I really love that. I got a chipboard used up, which is nice, and it's just, I like it. I think it's fun and playful and very girly and princessy, and it fits her perfectly. And here is, this is for Stash Bash this month, where we had to use a collection that was older than 2 years that's kind of been sitting in our stash, and I pulled out the Simple Stories I Am collection. I love this collection, one of my all-time favorite collections from Simple Stories, and I documented my son with losing his first tooth, and I did a flip out, so there's the journaling, the photo. It's not gory. I say gory, but it's not, but you can see where his tooth is actually missing there, so you can see a little bit of the blood because it ripped out of his mouth when we were playing one day. So and the Tooth Fairy, because of how it happened, he received $5, which is not going to be a normal thing. She told him it will normally be $1, a loonie or a toonie, depending. But yeah, I really had to document this story, and I've kind of been sitting on it, and I love the way this turned out. And then I did the no good, very bad adventure in losing your first tooth. And thank you very much for letting me know how bad of a speller I am. You guys, I can't spell. It's not that I can't spell, but what happens is I get so focused in on what I'm doing, the thought of spelling things out, it looks right to me as I'm doing it. I'm like, yep, that's right. And I don't second guess or second chance and look at what I'm doing. So I tried to spell losing with 2 O's. I never mind you telling me. I prefer it so I can fix it. You're not going to offend me. I'm not going to be upset with you. Tell me, because I swear I do it all the time. I think I spelled "they're" wrong on the layout about Jackson and Sean on the bed. Like, I switched the I and the E. I just do that all the time. So please don't feel like you can't tell me. You absolutely can. I'll never be offended. I can fix it. I need to have Sean be my spell checker, I think, because I'm just horrible at it. Anyways, so I love it. I use all of the pattern papers here. I kind of layered it here with some layering. And then, of course, the very fun title, which is the main part of the layout, along with the flip up of the journaling and the added photos. I was also super excited to finally get this Be Brave chipboard that I peeled the backing off of, so it was flat. I was not really sure how I was going to use that, so that was perfect. And I love this one too. Okay, this might be my favorite one of the whole month, just because of the way it turned out. I was working on this for the sports hop that Christina put on. I didn't get done in time, and it just happened to fit in with this month's Scrap Party sketch that Miranda had created, and so I just went with it. And what it is the back, these triangles. This is Vancouver Whitecaps logo, and I just kind of created it, used the blue and the white. This is the anthem for the Whitecaps, and so I did most of it in small, and then the big part, which is Whitecaps is our name, that's what we all scream at the game, I just did that larger. And then the fact that this was the home opener, we went to the home opener game this year, which was so much fun, and I don't know if you can see that there. I just loved it. We didn't get to go at all last year, so it was nice to be back. Kind of talked about that. And the 2 photos, and funny enough, I'll have another layout coming up. This photo I posted and I tagged the Whitecaps, not realizing that I now have an open face, like, Instagram feed, and they put us on the big Jumbotron thing, and Sean's like, why are we up there? It was so funny. So I had to document that too, and then just a little bit of embellishing and some splatters in the blue, because that is the colors, and I love this. It was a great date, and of course the Canadian maple leaf there, just because it's a Canadian team. And the No Problemas. This is really cute and fun too. I adore this layout. It's cute. This is for the scrap lift from Lift and Sketch. So we did 3. So this is the scrap lift part. The one you saw earlier was the bonus. And I believe I picked this scrap lift, and I love it. I used all my llama paper from the Llama Love collection that I got as a hot buy pad from Michaels. And if you haven't seen this process video, why it's so funny is this is Nora's reaction when I told her that it was time to get out of the tub, and the llama here is doing the exact same thing. So I thought it was hilarious, and I just kind of documented how she loves bath time, and it's harder to get her out of the tub than it is to get her in the tub. So fun and playful and cute. This photo is just, it's hilarious. I love it. So used it, was able to do the funny punny thing there. And here, this is what the original sketch basically looked like for Twisted Sketches. This is again the new series with Lisa. The only difference is where I put a heart, it should have been a circle. And I love this too. I just did some mixed media, kind of color toned it with where the colors were. I'm using Simple Stories. I think it's Beautiful or Be Beautiful collection. I struggle with this collection actually. I'm not sure if I'm going to get another layout out of it. I might do a little giveaway with what I have left because I don't know that I love it. But I just documented Nora and how it's not a normal morning if she doesn't try to steal my mug and have a taste of coffee for herself. Of course, I only ever let her have it once I've actually drank my coffee, but this is what she does. And I used this fun brown leaf because it reminded me of the color of coffee. I used some mixed media with the hearts here. This was also turned into a challenge for paper issues, where I think it was a recipe challenge, scrap soup or something. So you use so much of things. I think it was 6 hearts, a chipboard, a piece of chipboard for your title, and 3 embellishments, so many pattern papers, yada yada yada. So I did follow it, and I really like this one too. It's fun and it's very girly, and I got these cute little coffee, even though they're teacups, but I got them used up and I love it. I think it's very fun and girly and pretty. Here is my last layout. Oh, this, I was so sad when I finished this, but as you can see, it's not like I finished because I used another one for my guest design spot on just totally escaped me, Memory Lane. And again, I was using the Good Vibes collection, but I mixed it with the Pink Paisley summer collection from last year, and I think it actually works really well together. So I just played. I kind of struggled with this layout at first. I rotated it. It originally was kind of like this, and then it wasn't working, so I rotated it like this. Finally found these photos and just kind of went about it. So I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out. Some journaling just about how it was, I think, how we were kind of on our own little island this year. And yeah, I like it. Got a couple more photos scrapped at the beach, which we don't do very often, so it's nice to get beach layouts done. And here is a layout for Valentine's Day. I believe this was also, I did this in February. Wow, am I really on to February too? Maybe I didn't do February share. No. I'm not sure what this is for, guys, but I like it. Oh no, yes I do. This is for the very first episode of Lift and Sketch for the month. I am so out of it, and I didn't really follow it very well at all, but I documented my kids on Valentine's Day, and it says love, love, love you too. It's really hard to read this love with the lights shining on it. It doesn't read very well. And I just kind of did how the accordion fold with the pattern paper again. I love that technique. It's really fun, and it just brings a lot of texture to it. And these photos are just so cute. So my daughter's first Valentine's Day, it was fun to document and very girly and pretty, but yeah, it works just fine for documenting the fact that Jackson's in it as well. And this is for a scrap following a sketch challenge from Christina in the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and using my November kit, which is this beautiful collection from Coco Vanilla. And these are just photos of Jackson holding Nora, and when she was really little, he would always come up to Sean and I and say, maybe I hold the baby. And I really wanted to be able to document that because it was such a sweet thing, and I just love it. So that's how it turned out. I did do a little tiny bit of mixed media in the background. It's really hard to see because I covered most of it up, but I also was able to use some of the goodies that my friend Daisy gave me, and good. I used up a bunch of alphas that are just about done, so that was also very nice. Here's another layout using the Good Vibes collection, and this is just documenting my daughter's swing. And it says hashtag swing, best day ever. Well, kinda. I love this layout. I think it's so silly. She didn't love being in the swing. She was okay with it for a minute, and then she was like, nope, I'm done. Please get me out of it. And so that's what this is documenting and kind of the way it goes. Again, adding mixed media to the background just for a little pop of something. I was really into my mixed media this month, which is different for me. I'm not always huge into doing it all the time on every layout, but I did a lot of it this month, so it was nice to get some stuff used up. Just gonna glue that down. When you use mixed media, so when you're using gesso, if you use like normal tape, a lot of times things don't stick down, so make sure you're using liquid adhesive because that will help that issue. And this is my other one. So these I think are all Good Vibes, which you have seen already. So this was the second layout, and that was the first one. I believe I've shared both of these in February, but this one again, just utilizing some of the fussy cutting that I did, and the cork, and then a bunch of layering, which I did for the February scrap party. And then this one is with all the fun tags, and then I did stitching. So there you have it. I don't believe these 3 are actually from this month, so we won't count those. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Not too shabby. March is over. Obviously, April is going to be very, very busy because, as I just posted yesterday, Daisy and I are bringing back 12 days. So it's going to be 12 days of spring, all spring inspired layouts starting April 12th, and we'll hope you'll join in on that. It should be a lot of fun. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Bye.